how I grew my chest as a 21-year-old natural lifter. This was the chest I was starting with. This is the chest I have right now. In this video I will be honest and realistic. I will give no bullshit because I have nothing to sell. Before I address the workout programs and exercises, let's first discuss the frequency. How often did I hit chest? The answer is 2 to 3 times a week. Although I noticed most progress when I was doing 3 times a week. Now let's discuss the exercises, or rather the exercise. I've really only done one exercise. Bench press. Normal, flat bench press with a barbell. And to be honest, I never really cared about getting a big chest. All I wanted was a strong bench press because I wanted to be cool and strong, and that was the lift that everybody was asking about. I barely did any complementary exercises or flies like everybody else was doing because they wanted to feel a pump in the chest. All I cared about was the bench press. So bench pressing was what I did. And that turns us over to the next point of this video, and that is sets and reps. How many did I do? Because most often online you tend to see this 12 rep range should be the best, they always say. It might be true, but what has worked good for me is actually by doing 5x5s, meaning 5 sets of 5 reps at a specific weight. That is supposed to be the power building range where you gain strength and you gain muscle mass at the same time. It's not the optimum for muscle size. But in my experience, 5x5 has given me a lot of muscle gains and a lot of strength as well. Think about it. Do you think a person that could rep 100 kg bench for 10-12 reps, do you think that guy is gonna have a small chest? Can you imagine that? Or if you think about this guy who's doing flies in the machine and he's really squeezing it at a low weight, trying to get all the muscle fiber activation. Can you think about him having a small chest? I can clearly see a world where the latter guy lacks chest. Training to become stronger, I think, is an easy and good way for guys at the gym to not only get stronger but also build muscle mass. And the beautiful thing about it is that if you focus more on getting stronger, you will grow a big chest by accident. Let's go more into detail about what the 5x5 is and how you should do it. So, first of all, I want you to warm up with the bar and then you increase the weight gradually. And you don't want to do too many repetitions because you want to still have your energy when you're doing these 5x5s. You select a specific weight that you will do 5x5 on, meaning 5 reps in 5 sets. And that should be close to failure, but not your all-out max, because you will have to do the same weight 4 more times, 4 more sets of 5 reps. You should rest at least minimum 2 minutes, but more is better. More rest is better. To build muscle mass or to build strength, you can't rest too long. That's especially true when it comes to strength. My lazy ass did not have the discipline to just sit at the bench for 10 minutes like a stupid powerlifter, so I rested 3 minutes. And if you succeed with doing these 5x5s, the next time that you train, you will increase the weight slightly more. This was almost the only exercise that I did for chest. Sometimes I also added some incline dumbbell press after so I could target my upper chest a bit more. This I recommend that you do also so you can train your upper chest, making your chest look a bit more like a masculine chest rather than a feminine chest. My diet has never been so good. I have never tracked my calories. I have never tracked my protein intake. I have never followed a strict workout program. My technique isn't perfect. My sleep schedule isn't perfect either. Still, I managed to get a quite decent chest as natural. And this is a really important point that I want to make clear. Don't aim towards perfection. Aim towards good enough. Alright? Just being good enough. Getting good enough sleep, good enough training, good enough technique. That's fine. What matters is that you stick to it. That you stick to it in the long run. Training a few times often is way better than training often a few times. For example, training 2 times a week for a year is way better than training 6 times a week every 3rd week. You want the snowball to keep on rolling. You know this famous saying about the 1% rule. If you become 1% better every day, then you're 37 times better after a year. And that is huge. Some guys might be better than you and improve 2% this day and 2% the next day. But those guys are probably gonna get too exhausted by all the things that they have to think about that they're gonna quit. Slow and steady wins the race. So the point I'm trying to make is don't worry about all the variables. Just try to be good enough at most of them, and then you'll be fine. My motivation has been shit quite often, but then I've just done my bench, skipped the complementary exercise, just done some triceps and then went home. And that's fine. You still get some results. Did this video help you? Please leave a like.